Helps if I turn that off. Earth. And then I have to go to here. And then we have to turn that down. And then Earth. Or you. Hi, Astral. Hi, Haru. The Haru left. So hi. Maybe, kinda. I don't know. Fuck. Hi, welcome to another episode of Primrose's stream of various disasters in Earth, also known as the Furry Running Club. Hi, welcome everybody. I hope everybody's having a lovely week. I hope you're not completely boiling alive like I am. Earth. It's 99 out there right now, which so that's freedom units. What the fuck it is in metric? I have no fucking clue. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's definitely in the 40s. So it's no bueno. It's definitely, we have this massive heat wave all over the US here. Now, I do have one big advantage being here in the Mojave is that there's no humidity. Humidity is to suck. And my tongue doesn't work. I will never live in humidity again if I could damnably avoid it. But when it's 118, it doesn't make that much difference. But if it's 99 and it's also really fucking humid, oh, that's doubly no good. That's very no bueno. That's I remember the worst ever when I was living in Florida when I was flying for this absolutely terrible fucking airline. It no longer exists, thank God. Anyway, I was my car was in the shop, and I figured my apartment was only a few blocks away from the shop, so they called and said it's ready. So okay, great. It's just a couple blocks away. I'll just walk. That was a mistake. It was Florida. It was like August. It was afternoon. I barely made it. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I mean, it's like walking through a swamp. It's as soon as you walk outside, everything wraps you in a warm, wet blanket and keeps you wet the whole. Oh, also I wear glasses, so instantaneously, no see, no see. You cannot see. There'll be no seeing, and it's like, okay, so what do? You wipe off your glasses, and it comes right back. Only now it's streaky. So the only thing you can do is wait. And it sucks, and this happens over and over and over and over again every time you go from anything with air conditioning like a car or a building outside. I hate humidity, although it would be a little nice if we didn't quite have the complete fucking blast furnace that I live in now. So anyway, hope everybody's having a lovely week. Happy Thursday. Happy damn nation, it's almost the end of June. How fucking close are we here? So we got so next we're really fucking close. Next week is the end of it. So right, and then it's we go right into the holiday and AC, which I will not be at. I am Sag. I am Sag. Your first day of work went well. Oh, excellent, Astral. Congratulations. Yes, I don't know if I said, but congratulations on a new job. Your first day of work went well. I think I remember seeing you in the chat that you were saying that you were actually getting bored, which honestly, there are worse things to be at work. I mean, I know it can be a little dull, but still, if it's easy, then this is good. So, hey, thank you. Yeah, congratulations, my great love. I'm really happy about this. This is good. I'm really pleased about that. Well done. Earth. So, yes, money. Always a good thing. Yes, I'm bringing my laptop tomorrow. You can watch streams. That's a job I want. That's shit. I watched a shitload of streams. Well, that was because I didn't have any social life, and that's because I just sat at home all the time in the evening. So yeah, so sort of get home and just watch streams all day, and I didn't run, so I didn't get up early. So yeah, that's why I watch so many more. But now, no fucking time. No, Wolf has no time. So, but yeah, so it's like I've heard Light, who has a desk job at a bank, watches streams all day on his phone. It's like, okay, you're a braver wagon than I am a wolf. But holy fuck, I mean, I can't do that on my phone. Also, I had the Twitch's mobile app sucks all kinds of ass. It's, oh my God, it's fucking horrible. I feel so bad for anybody using it. So Earth, they're too busy building things like this stupid knock function that every time I raid into somebody, I have to fucking close out that stupid thing because that's the last thing I want to fucking do. When I raid into someone and I just ended my stream, I don't want to co-stream. Mine is over. Leave me the fuck alone. Earth. Stupid, stupid crap. Anyway, my brain is full of earth. This is the typical thing. So I hope everybody is having a good end of June. We're very, very close into July. Holiday weekend again for those of us in the United States, which will be nice. I'll get a bonus day off. At least there's that. And then I can cry about not being at Anthrocon, which is last year I went to Anthrocon and I watched the fursuit parade. And that was my first, no, that was my second con back. And after a long hiatus, and I watched the fursuit parade. I was sitting there with Pam and Pander. And the first thing I was thinking is like, wow, I want one really, really bad. And I got on my phone and I talked to my partners and said, I really want a fursuit. This, do you have any idea the stuff we're going to do to you if you get one? It's like, now I really want a fursuit. And now I have a fursuit. So, but I'm not going to be there, which means I will be less boiled wolf. I'm all black. It's a full suit, which is this weird thing that Anthrocon did this year where you're not allowed to poodle. No skin, no busting the magic. So if you get heat stroke, you die. You're not allowed to take your head off. Really? Fucking hell. Give me a break. I know it's probably the emergency circumstances is okay, but really? I mean, for fuck's sake, not everybody can afford a fucking full suit. I got an inexpensive one. It's $4,400. I mean, shit's expensive, yo. I mean, geez Louise, this is not going to appreciably lower the numbers on the suit from the parade, which admittedly was too big. I sat there for like 3 hours and gave up because it just kept going and going and going and going and going and going. It's like, okay, enough. But I get it. But there's better ways to deal with this. Maybe a lottery or something. It would suck for people to fly all over and not get there. But you know what? Either that or just pack them in more. They were really spaced out. I don't know why. Anyway, enough about Prim ranting. Excuse me. So, anyway, so not terribly much is going on now. Definitely, my ankles. Well, so we're on this screen. So the ankle's doing a lot better. Not fully healed. No, I've been wearing this brace for the better part of a year, maybe at least to the end of this year. I don't know if I can really determine when I'm allowed to stop, but at least for now, it's fine. No problems with the running at all. No problems lifting. No problems swimming. I don't even feel it anymore. It's kind of interesting because my right foot, when I don't know how to do a kick turn in the pool. So I did swim earlier this week. The number has actually gone up a little bit. And when I don't know how to do the kick turn, you know, that flip over thing and all that, because the whole thing about holding your breath and all that, I get water all up my nose. So there's water everywhere, although there's water everywhere when I swim anyway. But yeah, so anyway, so I'm just sort of turning around and just pushing off with my foot, which is invariably my right foot, which last week hurt a little. This week, it's good. It's all good. So that's good. I have been running. I think I've run twice this week so far. I going in tomorrow, which is the last one of these intervals after recovery. So it's kind of, I've fallen all the way back to sort of like the thing where we're readying for a 5K, where there's time-based intervals of it's like a minute and a half running and a minute and like 2 minutes of walking. It's gotten changed from that. And now tomorrow's is really fucking complex. There's like 8 different intervals of varying lengths. I don't fucking know. I just do what my watch tells me. But that's the last one. Sunday is just a straight up 4-mile run, which admittedly for me is not very long. That feels very arrogant to say, but that's not very long, but it'll just go out 2 miles, turn around and come back. So I actually get across the first bridge that I've missed seeing. I have to get through the construction zone that I showed last week. So hopefully I can do that. Hopefully it won't be too bad. And then I turn around and come back, but just going continuously for 4 miles and not having any problems would be really nice. It would be really nice to have that affirmation that I can still do this, that I can do more than 5 kilometers, that I can just go and fucking do it. I'm not going to be fast. I'm not going to push. I'm not going to do any of that shit. I just want to go. I mean, it'll be like 40 minutes. No problem. That would, God, that would be nice. I'm really, really looking forward to that. It's interesting because the running for me, everybody talks about the runner's high, which is actually true. I'm in a lot of pain. Holy shit. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But the thing about the endorphins and all that and feeling better, well, yes, you do get those endorphins for running. Yes, it's like a mindset thing because I'm out there, I'm doing this thing, the heart rate's up there, everything's fine. We're just cruising along. All the gauges have come up into the red, and I'm just like, it's like it's like the engines are reporting. It's like, yeah, we all good. Just keep going. Don't worry about us. We'll send you an alert if anything comes up. So don't worry about it. So, and like an hour later, it's like, hey, you should like stretch a little. I know how to stretch all kinds of different ways while running because I've been doing that for a long time now. But anyway, it's just so then it all starts to fall away. It's almost like the same equivalent as being in the shower, where you do your best thinking when you're in the shower doing something mechanical. And so I've got my music going. I've got bone conduction headphones. They work really well because they can never fall out of my ears, which was a huge problem with earbuds. Holy fuck. Also, I have really big ears. See, they're really big. And putting the ones that hook over the back of your earlobes don't fit. So the bone conduction thing that goes around the back of my head, primo, recommended very, very much. But so I got the music going. I'm just going along outside, looking at the scenery, cruising along, and it's just, and the thing is, all the pain stops because I'm stretched, I'm warmed up, I'm good. It's a beautiful feeling. I love it so much. So that's sort of my equivalent of the runner's high, which I definitely look forward to. It almost turns into a drug. And then there's that whole, I get back and it's like, holy shit, I just pulled that off. That big accomplishment thing that all of you are sick of hearing me talk about, although you can't be that sick of hearing me talk about it, considering that you're still here. Assuming, well, it says viewers. Is it a 0? No, it's not. Holy shit. I question your choices. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So doing good. And then, so anyway, no meetup, this weekend. There is Cleaner Wolves, the maker of this lovely, beautiful avatar, although not the magnificent hair. Although the hair is his, but the recoloring was something else. But still, everything is designed to be recolored. Anyway, is having his monthly meetup, which I've gone to the last two, and at first it was weird. It was downright weird being in VR with 20 or 30 furs that kind of look like me. Because I'm very, very used, well, it's kind of changing, but I'm very, very used to being in meetups, and I'm the only one. It's very unique. It's weird. A lot of furs have this avatar, but not that many use it. I use it exclusively. But well, yeah, everybody's in it. So it's like, I feel almost invisible. It's kind of weird, but it's fine. There's really nice furs, time to hang out and all that. It's great and all that. Met a couple and then like, things happen. Anyway, that's a separate thing. This isn't joystick. I'm not allowed to talk about that. But anyway, it'll be a good time. And I'm looking forward to that. So nothing on Saturday and all that. There's DJ sets also on Saturday. I got to figure out the timing. So I might go to some of those things. I have dates on Friday and Sunday. So I probably won't be at the club, but that's okay. So it's going to be good. So there will be FOMO in VR the following weekend. I wonder if I'll have a meetup there for those of us suffering from FOMO, why everybody's having a good time and getting railed at. They see the rest of us are sitting here in VR going, woe is me, stuck fucking home. But I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get a little closer. So anyway, thank you for all being here. Nothing much to report on the running and everything. So we got 11 minutes so we can get started. Earth. So where are we going? Where in the world is Primrose Wolf? Where in the world is Primrose Wolf? Is Carmen Sandiego so old that the youths don't know about it now? Did I just date myself by talking about where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? God, that's going to really make me upset if it is. I know that the youngins probably don't know now. Hi, Yokai. Welcome. Thank you. You know, that's great. So I get to feel old now. I actually am old enough. Howdy. Welcome, love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Anyway, I am actually old enough that I have used a rotary telephone in anger. not just as a museum display or just a silly exhibit at a science museum or something they can play with. I've actually made calls on a rotary telephone. Um, they went away pretty quick. I remember learning how to use it when I was a kid, and then they just sort of disappeared. But I remember that, and I remember the boards, these big boards with lots and lots of little holes and slots and all that at grocery stores when I was really young. Those went away when I was really young, but this is for testing the vacuum tubes from your TV. Yes, I'm that fucking old. You can take and you can take in and take and you can test, you can plug in your vacuum tube to see if this particular vacuum tube is dead and replace them, because I guess you needed to do that. So these boards were at a lot of places like grocery stores and hardware stores and things like that. So yes, I vaguely remember vacuum tubes. Now here's the real dater. Here's the real thing that'll date myself. Here is Prim is old. News at 11. I remember this weird moment. I should look this up, and because I love history so much, but there was this weird thing with generic food at the supermarkets. There was an entire aisle of these orange boxes that were completely just orange, no advertising, no blurbs, no pictures, no nothing, that just had like rice or black beans or brown sugar or something. And I don't know what the fuck was the deal. It had its own aisle at the supermarket that said generic on it. And it was that that went away really fast. I have a few memories of that, but I don't know what the fuck was the deal with that, but it was a thing. This is way back in the olden days. This might actually be in the late 70s. Holy fuck. Yes, I'm as old as dirt, okay? Anyway, so after we're reminiscing, get my walker, goddammit. Let's go and let's go here and at least get a little started for a little bit here, because where in the world is Primrose Wolf? Well, you only got 20 years on me. That ain't much. I like that attitude. I'm not the oldest furry. There are a few. I met one who was 70. Shocked the shit out of me. Holy fuck. Yeah. That was extremely gratifying, especially considering how I met him. That was very gratifying. I know of Tao of the Sun. I don't ever talked to him. There's Skywise, of course. He's in Twitch. Twitch is definitely a more rarefied community. I'm one of the, but not the oldest, but definitely one of the same dude, because I know a fur on VR that's 70s, I think. A fox? Yeah, it's possible. I don't know, but shocked the crap out of me when he said that. He was asking another first, should I tell him? Like, what do you mean? He told me. It's like, I was speechless. I was fucking stunned. I was absolutely fucking flabbergasted. So, not dead yet. Not dead yet. God damn it, we're still kicking. Arf! I keep talking. We'll actually get to the ad break. That's okay. So, let me get over to the show notes really fast here, because where in the world is Primrose Wolf? Primrose Wolf is in Norway. Welcome to Trondheim on the Atlantic coast, north, about halfway up the peninsula of Norway. So quite a bit north, but we're not talking like Arctic Circle. It's pretty north, but not super north. So I actually went up here last year when I was visiting some furs in Norway. I actually spent a lovely month out there with them. It was a truly wonderful time, and they were incredibly kind. And I had one of the things that I really have always wanted to do was see the Northern Lights. And so we looked and we looked and we looked, and the farther north you go, the chances get better. Although, like last night, fucking, we would be fucking set. Shit, there was a humongous, like, coronal ejection or something. So fucking all over Canada. And of course, here I am in a place that doesn't get it at all. Fuck. Anyway, but So we drove 11 hours each way. The roads in Norway are great. It's very well maintained. Everything's fine, but they do not have superhighways like the US. They do not plow straight across everything. They're typically 2 lanes and the speed limits are low. This is Europe. They don't optimize for doing 75 or 85. Heck, in the state I live in, the very outskirts, not the outskirts, but sort of in the more rural areas on the superhighways, it'll get up to 85, which you can make some serious fucking time at 85. Not in Norway. You might say 85, but that's kilometers per hour, not miles per hour. So that's a little bit of a difference. So anyway, we drove 11 hours, went up to Trondheim, and attempted to see the Northern Lights. Found an appropriate place, got out there on a mountain. It was March, so it was cold as fuck. There was snow everywhere. Climbed up this trail on the side of this mountain, stood out there for 2 solid hours at midnight, freezing our butts off. One fell asleep in the car, but I was with Bun up there, and we didn't see shit. Now, the terrestrial weather, 2 things to the Northern Lights. The terrestrial weather can't be cloudy, and the space weather has to be good. The terrestrial weather was cooperative. The space weather was not. There wasn't shit. I have some longer exposure photos that were stabilized from my phone where there's little tiny hints of color because my phone has better resolution than my eyes. But that's it. So it was a failure. But still, it was a lovely trip. And we got to see this in Trondheim, Norway. So what is this? This is, by the way, I need to keep switching back and looking at the timer here before I get friggin' smacked aside the head with it. This is Nidaros Cathedral. Nidaros Cathedral. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. In Trondheim, Norway. This is the northernmost medieval cathedral in the entire world. So it's interesting. This is actually still very important. It is the site for crowning of Norwegian monarchy. No, wait, Norway monarchy? That's crazy. This is their constitutional republic. They don't have that. Yes, they do. They still do. They still have one. Harald V. He's 88. Good on him. He has actually been around for a very long time. He was a kid when when the royal family fled in front of the Nazi occupation. So he ended up in the UK and the US for a while, growing up in order to avoid capture by the Germans when they occupied Norway. So he came back, and then actually quite late in life, because they lived pretty long, he ascended to become king of Norway. Purely ceremonial position at this point. Really nice, good guy. Also an Olympic sportsman. Good on him. Good on him. He was big at opening the Olympic Games in Lillehammer back in like the 80s. So he's definitely been around for a while. Okay, so how am I doing on time? We're good. We're good. I got another useless factoid. So this church, you think it's Strong or something that's newer? No, shit's old. This was started in 1070 AD and was built over 230 years. So it's definitely been around for a little while. So not the greatest picture. Let's get a little bit closer and see the central spire and the front facing, at least from, I think this is the east side. I can't remember exactly, but of course, all these photos were taken by me. And of course, this is all 2024. So now we are bearing down on our time. So I know all of you forgot to get any water. You're all rushed over like lunatics to watch me. I'm being facetious. Of course you didn't. But so get up, stretch a little bit, get some water. We'll be right back. This stupid ad thing comes in 30 minutes the first time, then it's every hour. So we got to get this out of the way. We'll be right back, and then we'll continue exploring the Nidaros Cathedral in Trondheim, Norway. So now I need to do the thing where, so the music is already going. So I just need to increase it, and I need to do Ah, you miss me? Well, too bad. I'm back anyway. So every time I put my necklace paw tracker on now, it's very, very fraught because last time when I was spreading the parts of the necklace thing, it doesn't have a hinge, so I just had to sort of push the plastic apart to put it around my neck. It broke. It didn't separate entirely, but it turned into a little hinge, so that it's now reinforced with a piece of tape. So it feels very, very fragile. So it's okay. So I put it around my neck. It's okay. Now I have a better one that actually straps to my chest and all that. Almost like a harness. Ooh. But it's coming from Australia, so it's going to be a little bit. So anyway, welcome back. Welcome back. So here we are back in Trondheim. So why is this cathedral here? The cathedral is here because this is the burial place of Saint Olaf. Saint 1, 2, 1, 2. Doesn't like that. Paw tracking doesn't like that. It loses track of which paw is which. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So Saint Olaf, the patron saint of Norway, the eternal king of Norway. So Olaf was a saintly figure who introduced Christianity to Norway, converted the entire country, is a peaceful, loving, kind of good to the poor. Haha, fuck no. Olaf was a Viking king. He wasn't a very successful one. He was a vassal of a more powerful lord for pretty much his entire reign, but that didn't stop him from being, well, kind of a stereotypical Viking lord. So he led raids, including one that may have actually resulted in burning London Bridge. Enjoyed good murder and torture and feasting and mead and all that good stuff just as much as the next Viking lord. But in the around the late 900s, early studying Norse history, I love history in general. Hi, Aegis. Hi, Love. It's such a pleasure to see you, Love. I am a humongous fucking history dweeb, and in a very, very cursory sort of review of a few web pages, but just to study this, it's like, ooh, rabbit hole. Speaking of rabbits, it's like, ooh, interesting. Oh God, I love it so much. So anyway, end of the so that would be the 10th century into the 11th century, right around the year 1000, the Nordic countries were steadily converting to Christianity. Did they do this because they particularly agreed with it for religious grounds? No. This was all a political thing. This was all a power move in various factions and all that, because it could cement alliances, get you support from the more powerful Christian kingdoms in the south and all that. And it was all about, it's like anything with royal life and all that. Marriages are not because you care about each other. It's for total alliances. So yay, you're marrying somebody that you probably fucking hate, but that doesn't matter because it's all about, you're just a fucking pawn. So the same thing with religion. So these conversions en masse of their peoples and all that, which usually didn't really actually apply. There is no indication whatsoever that Olaf actually practiced or believed, but we call it good anyway. And they canonized him right after he died anyway, because that will forever cement that he actually was on the Christian side, and yay, they won. So that's why the Pope did it, and it was all reaffirmed and all that. It's actually, I'm suddenly reminded because I remember my wife certainly loved church history. She also liked history so much, and she was her religion was very important to her, but she definitely went into an open mind. Anyway, she said there was a whole commission at some point that looked back at some of these earlier medieval saints and trying to figure out if they actually fucking existed. And for large portions of them, the answer was no. This said person, no, they didn't actually ever live, to say nothing of actually occurring the miracles and stuff and all that they were canonized for. So they were quietly scrubbed from the records because it's like, it's a little embarrassing if they didn't actually exist. And it was all story. So so Olaf did exist. So he's good. He's still there, and still the eternal king of Norway, and is buried under the Idros Cathedral here. So definitely interesting stories and all. So this is why everything is focused around here. And also when I was in Iceland, there is a waterfall called Godasfoss, Foss, F-O-S-S, Godasfoss, which is God's Falls. It's a spectacular waterfall. Oh my God, humongous. Holy shit, these things are impressive as shit. So anyway, the Gottesfoss is supposedly that in the year 1000, when they just sort of suddenly decided, this is a story, to convert to Christianity and took all the Norse gods, all the statues that were actually the incarnations of the gods, because for many, many ancient peoples, the actual statue was the god, because these are simple peasant folks. So it's like, yeah, the god's right over there. He's in that statue. It's like the Egyptians every day would wash, bathe, feed, dress, put makeup on the statue, because that's Osiris. We have to take care of Osiris every single fucking day. Well, the priest did, at least. That's a good gig being a priest. Anyway, so they took all these statues and they threw them over the falls at Gottesfoss. Did this happen? I have doubts, X to doubt, but it's a good story. It's a good story. It's all politics and it's all machinations of power and everything. And so they say it's like, oh, well, the king has converted, supposedly, at least in name only. He was baptized. And now all of you have to change. And everybody's like, okay, that's nice. That's nice. Here's your official cross. We put it up on the mantelpiece. And oh, here we have this cloth that we throw on top of it whenever we have actual worship of the gods we actually do fucking believe in. But yep, you got it, boss. We were following the law. Nope, you're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, as soon as you leave, okay. Yay, Odin. It's everybody's just kind of goes along to get along, but that's all right. We get this beautiful, beautiful Gothic architecture. Words are good, bad, earth. So let's go inside. It's cold out there. So here we are in the nave of the cathedral. Now you can see in the far distance, past the triumphal crucifix, the rood screen, which in this case is actually made of stone. Why is it called rood? Is it particularly bad? Is it salty people? No. R-O-O-D, not R-U-D-E. Now, I actually was wrong. I thought a rood screen, which I knew was a screen between the altar and the nave of the church itself to keep the unwashed away from the altar, where the priest was facing the altar, because in the Tridenium service up until Vatican II, he didn't bother to face the congregation. The congregation just sort of stood around. There were no pews in those days. There was reeds on the floor because people were fucking dirty and stood around. But anyway, he just muttered in Latin and they didn't fucking understand, but they just, it's holy stuff going on. Anyway, so the rood screen, R-O-O-D, is actually for the rood cross, which is this big triumphal massive crucifix that is in every cathedral and church and all that in old school Christendom. The rood screens were a big giant bone of contention with the Protestants and all that, because of the separation and the iconoclasm and all that between the people and God and all that. But we're not going to get into the Reformation tonight. Thank you very much. I was kicked out of a cathedral in Dublin because of the Reformation, which is a bit of a story. It's like, wow, okay, I guess you really don't want me around. I'm going to go now. Anyway, so beautiful. I love Gothic architecture. It's so spectacular. I mean, I definitely have problems with the church. And it's like, where was he when she was dying in that room? But we're not going to go into that tonight either. But the expressions of faith given form can be breathtaking beyond belief. With our flying buttresses, our vaults, our massive windows to emit the natural light, in order to generate a building that was specifically designed to awe the fuck out of peasants that live in huts and have never seen anything this big in their entire lives. This is heaven given form, and all of the stained glass and art and sculpture and everything is to educate. These are definitely very much educational aids for literate peasants, and they would have classes by going into the cathedral and pointing out there are actually many, many pieces of medieval art that are specifically very, very, very educational. So these weren't the ones hanging on the walls, but they would drag them out for purposes and get the little pointer and point at this and all that. And I saw a whole online class given by the American Numismatic Society. I'm a giant dweeb. Okay, give me a break. Based off of depictions of the 40 pieces of silver in European art, medieval art, and there are lots and lots and lots where there are 40 little circles, and we can actually identify, in some cases, the Roman ruler on said coins, which usually was hundreds of years after Jesus' death. But details. We had a Roman coin. It's like, oh, it must be that one. That's the pieces of silver. That's the one we're going to put on the art. But it's like these kids. It's like, whoa, 40 pieces of silver. What the fuck is that? It's like, there they are. There's 40 circles. That's the 40 coins given to Judas to sell out Jesus. That's just so they would have this on the painting and a bunch of other things to use because they don't have textbooks. These kids can't read. They can't afford any of this shit, but what they do have is a painting, and the priest would go up there and point and say, "This is the story. These are pictures of all these important things." So anyway, it's in many cases it's sort of the Bible given form for educational purposes as well as awe-inspiring purposes. Just gorgeous in there. And then of course at the end we have one of my favorite things, which is a pipe organ. God, I love organs there. It's like any instrument that requires its own building is automatically fucking cool. These things are just amazing. And the thing is, the pipes that you actually see are just the display models. Many of the big organs have tens of thousands of pipes because you need an individual pipe for every single note, and not just all of the keys on the keyboard, but all the combinations and everything that's altered with all the stops and everything. So there's a lot of them in the background, lots and lots of ranks of little tiny ones that are really boring to look at. So we just hide those away. The big, impressive ones, those are the ones that are out front. And all this to power this, of course, requires a lot of hot air. So all they need to do is hook it up to a streamer. No, they have, back in the day, they would have guys walking on big treadmills to operate a bellows in order to keep the air pumps up in order for the playing or the concert and the service to play your pipe organ, because it's all run off of air. Now these days, of course, we have pumps, so that's works a lot better. But it's great stuff. And so I will admit that I'm certainly not in the club, but I have been to 2 of the Christmas performances at the Mormon Tabernacle Choir up in Salt Lake City. Their tickets are free, but they are there's a lottery system that the conference center seats 40,000. It sells out instantaneously. So you have to get in the lottery, and we tried. We did get in twice, and boy, is that show worth it. Holy fuck. Oh, God, the production values and the music. Oh my God. The huge organ music with the massive choir. Oh, it's spectacular as hell. Enjoyed the hell out of it. So yay organs. I love the heck out of it. So here we are more towards, I think this is actually in one of the transepts towards the choir, towards the front of the cathedral. Just these columns, these soaring arches and everything. And all I can do is just geek out about that they figured this shit out. Did they get it right? Of course not. There are cases of cathedrals, I think it was in France, that collapsed because they got a little too ambitious with the soaring arches and the flying buttresses and all that, making it as thin and airy and light as possible. And they fucked it up because it's like, well, it's all kind of guesswork. So we put it together. It's like, oh, a year later, it all fell down. Everybody died. Stones falls, everybody dies. Rocks fall, everybody dies. Get it right, Prim. Earth. But these, it's just, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so amazing. And here we are. This is, again, the rood screen again, headed up towards the altar itself. That actual area around the altar, which I don't know the name, you can actually get all the way around behind that because there's a whole sort of sealed off area where, of course, the public to this day cannot go because we don't want to get up there and mess with things. But during the olden days, you really couldn't get up there. That's the sanctum secorum. Only the priests are allowed to go up there. So, but just, pointed arches and all the vaults and all. God, it's glorious stuff. I do like architecture. The history given form. This building is 1,000 years old, and just these windows, just stunning. That's a big door. That's a serious fucking door right there. Holy shit. I didn't even notice that in the picture. And then, of course, we have the acanthus leaves of the capitals on the columns and all, because the Romans really like their acanthus leaves and all that. There's tired doctorates written about this stuff with the ionic columns versus the Doric and all that. I don't fucking know what the difference is, but it's just all this stuff is just amazing. And a little bit of a more close up. I think this is maybe the last one of just the glorious architecture and all that. So I hope everybody enjoyed our little excursion to Nidaros Cathedral in Trondheim, Norway. Oh, one more. I forgot. So certain sections, this is the under the big spire in the middle. So of course it's not the roof inside does not go all the way up into the point the spire sits on top of this, but still the great sort of central apse, I guess is the term, is really spectacular stuff where all of the four main arches from the four primary pillars come together. And you can see in the transepts, the roof is wood, whereas the roof in the nave, the main portion, is stone, because wood is lighter, wood is cheaper. So it's okay. We don't have to do it, but still, it's a damn good ceiling anyway. Why is it called a basilica? Those cathedrals are one thing, because cathedrals are the seats of bishoprics, where the bishop is, but also they're all referred to as basilicas. Basilica is actually a Roman term for a large civic building that was actually typically used for law courts. Now, basilicas only had just the nave, because they didn't build it in a cruciform form, because the cruciform form mean nothing to the Romans. But after all, the Christians started taking over everything, and they were still in ancient Rome, so they adopted the basilica building, and then they started building their own. It's like, oh, we're going to make it look like a cross, because we're going to make everything look like a cross. So that's when we got the nave, which is the old basilica, and the transepts, which was the two wings on both sides. Earth. Like I said, I'm full of useless factoids. But I hope everybody enjoyed our little voyage to Trondheim. Earth. All right, so I'm going to wander over here. And nobody redeemed anything. Nobody did anything at all. Excellent. Okay, so I don't have to worry about anything. All right, so let us Earth. Just double check really. Earth. So I can't really do that. Let's see here. So okay. All right. So let me shrink that down. Right. Come on, Prim. Actually, get your ducks in a row here. Come on. That is the wrong program. Come on, Steam. Stop being stupid. There you go. Make with the Dyson. Now, do I have turn the game cacher off so I don't have to hear it starting up? And let's get back here. Welcome back, Haro. Hope the errands went well. Earth. So we're just we got through with the vacation snaps, and now we're about to head out, and we're trying to yeah, we're gonna get to antimatter. Fuck no. Although I will admit, yeah, I think about this stuff in the shower. Or was it when I first woke up, like yesterday? I think it was when I first woke up yesterday. I thought, so when we get the problem with the warpers a little more settled on Lambda Messier, we need to get better power sources. So I'm severely running out of power, and we're going to start using things like lots and lots of portable, mini particle accelerators that just eat power. So we need to start getting to antimatter, which means we have 6 gigawatts of power generating capacity in the Lambda Messier system. So it'd be a little stupid to not utilize that, and we should take some of that excess power and start stream stuff, advance, pause, and start actually producing critical photons that more power. Should this be solved with some sort of Dyson? Yes, that's the thing. We have a nearly complete, actually totally complete Dyson shell. I bet I could probably specify more shell, and we'd get more because there's probably a shitload of rockets built up. So yay. So we're probably not going to make it back to the black hole today because we're stuck out here in Lambda Messier, which is fine. It's fine. Now, so speaking of the issue, so we have, this is iron, and this is particle containers, which are slowly coming in. Now, of course, the particle containers they're being produced here. Now, where are they going? They're going into a tower. So they're going into the tower to be distributed to various places. And so the strange matter is one thing, but the particle containers, those are... Strange matter works, yes. Supply, it's merely just, that's it. This is the only place, because they're not going interstellar, they're not on a distributor, it's merely on a tower. So this rather pathetic train of strange matter is all going to these particle accelerators, which honestly is enough because, well, these last few aren't getting any, but this is a decent amount of particle accelerators which is running, and this is, we have plenty of sufficiency because we have 1.26 gigawatts generation capacity, but the Dyson sphere has 5.4 gigawatts. There's a fuck ton of power. Now, that's an interesting little dead zone. So these solar sails last for like 2 hours or 4 hours now because they have maximum possible life. So I bet this is where there's the graphene fuck up that I finally fixed at the Black Hole Mart. And we are launching, you can see the little blue things coming out here. We are launching more solar cell. Oh, actually, that's a good point. So what we do is we display that, go away. So I know I've researched more of the tension system. So, all right, so let's pause that for a second. Actually, no, we need to give it a chance to actually. So we are generating strange matter. So actually, before I get distracted with something else, like I should fucking fix the problem we came here to fucking fix, or it's making sure that it's fixing itself, which is supplying, we are slowly supplying warpers, which on the interstellar logistics, supplying, so this is local demand, remote supply. So if I just go to warpers and I go for the entire cluster, SAC has them, Mintaka has them, also Stralis, 42 Leonis has warpers. So now, and DJR does not have any warpers. It needs, we actually need more warpers. We need more warpers to come in. So remote demand, but the only supply, so this is supply, so that is now on the way, not there, but we are slowly starting to, so iron ore, black hole, import, current, yes, so we are, there's not a lot. The production of warpers is anemic, to say the least. So, oh yeah. So where the fuck is this? It's over there. It's not far. Okay. So, it's always something. That is not it. Where the fuck is that tower? It's over there. You know, it's that tower that looks like all the other towers. That is, you know, yeah, we heard you like towers, yo. So, it's waiting for strange matter. The strange matter is coming from the particle accelerators. We can't feed more particle accelerators because we don't have enough particle containers. Why do we not have enough particle containers? Why does nothing ever get done? Why does nothing ever gets done with particle containers? Because we don't have turbines? That can't really. So these things are not running all the time because we do not have enough motors. These motors are the stumbling block. We're not getting enough motors. See, this setup here is just not sufficient. It's totally, yeah, there's not enough to produce. So I wonder. So if we look now back in the Black Hole Mart, if we start, now of course I can't fly them, but interstellar logistics, nothing. But interplanetary logistics for the entire DJR 43, no. Hi, Foxy. Earth, good to see you, love. Oh, hi, Pram. Earth. It's like putting out endless logistics spot fires. You know you're not wrong, Haru. It's so, I thought we'd have 5,000 particle containers and back on Black Hole Mart, and the answer to that is no, because we're not mining enough unipolar magnets. So I thought I could import particle containers. Fuck no. The answer to that is, laughably no. So, because particle containers, so the other way is right, the unipolar magnet, but it takes 10 of them. Now we have unipolar magnets back in the black hole mart, but we can't mine them fast enough. You're right, it's the magnets. It's always the magnets. It's always the magnets. It's always the magnets. The magnets are always the problem. It's always the magnets. So if we could somehow fix this gigantic fuck up. See, these machines are running flat out. It's just we need more motors in order to fill. Oh god, I don't want to try to stuff any more things in here. This is all so spaghettified. We're producing turbines. It's just we're not producing enough turbines to produce enough particle containers in order to produce enough strange work. I swear, I just need something to fucking work for once. For a little while. The entire fucking galaxy is dependent on warpers. Now, the way to fix this, of course, is to go back to the black hole and to fix, manufacture warpers there. So there's still no warpers back in Black Hole Mart, which is problematic to say the least. S742 Leonis, have them few there. There's some on the way. I swear. Because the problem is the Black Hole Mart is going to run out of fucking everything because it can't import anything because we have no warpers and we have no logistics without warpers. And the only warpers are fine. We have to fucking fix it. So I need to produce more particle containers in order to feed these because we have plenty of power. Because these things are running. It's not super fucking fast, that's for sure, but in order to produce this, we need more particle containers. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to do this, but here we go. Okay, so I need, so we have, alright, so now soil pile is not exactly a problem anymore. So, see, I have a whopping 4.5 million soil pile that I have brought from the snowy wastes of black item. Oh, we're out of foundations. So soil pile we still have 4.32. That whole fucking thing used 200,000 and I still have a shitload more. Oh my god. It's just absolutely wild. So, yes, come on. It's going here. So I have more foundation. It goes into this separate indicator thing, which is fine. So let's take there and just fill this in. And that's it for that. So, and here come the bots. We will rapidly run out of foundations from the one machine that has been making foundations ever since the very start of the game 3 months ago. Non-stop. The guy running this poor machine is like, really? This is my life? I run a soil pile machine? I run a foundation machine. It's sexy beyond imagining. So we need more of this. So what I can do here is, so these gears and these electromagnets and these, so I can take this and I can split this off and make more motors, which would completely run these turbine machines, which would fill more particle containers. So we need to start teeing some of this stuff off. So can I get a splitter in here? Maybe not. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do, so everything's gonna get shut down for a little while as we spaghetti the fuck out of this. So everything is going to go to hell in a handbasket right now. This is going to go very bad, very fast, but it's okay. Nobody well, it's probably a good panic is probably an excellent idea right now because it's me. But but all right, so these three. So if I tee off, so yes, do that one. I can do. All right, so let's do this one at a time. So if I take this and take the gears, put them in here, put the output here to re-fulfill that, and then we take this other output and okay, so we take it out here, and then we go up, and then we go across, and then we go down. Okay, so now we have gears over here. We're gonna start. So break out your boiling water. It's time for some spaghetti crimes. So, all right, so now we're going to tee this off, which is the iron plates. And all right, so now we're going to very rapidly start getting the criminal spaghetti. So we go up and go there, and that comes across to there, and then that goes down, and then that next there. All right, that's number 2. Now this also has to jump. Now we want to try to leave enough room so we don't have to. So we go to there, and then we go up, and then we go to there, and then we go down, and we go to there. All right, that's number 2. Now number 3 is the electromagnets. So we put a splitter here. Now, I don't think that's going to give me enough room, so we're going to back this off. So we're going to put the splitter over there, and we're going to run the belt here, here, and then here, here, up, cross over, and then down, there, there. All right, previous service has been restored. Everything will be functional again, and now we can take this out, there, and up, which is sufficient, across here, and then down, which is there. All right, we pulled it off. Yay. All right, so, heck yeah. All right, so now I just need to unify all these 3, and we need to build a shitload of machines in order to make, what are these, motors? Yeah, motors. Okay, so let's take this and just unify it. Just run that out. Decent distance. That, and run it out at decent distance. And then take this and run it out. There. All right. All right, so spaghetti intensifies. Yes. I hope everybody likes marinara. All right, so now we need an output belt, which is this axis there. Now the output belt. Now we can here, and we can go here, and we can go back down, and we can do it dirty. We can just tee it. Oh, that's just a crime. The thing is, that's also because if one gets, well, it's all right. What do we just do? Have no magnets. Wait. Turbines require motors and magnets. Where the fuck are the? Wait. So these require magnets, gears. These are all running. This is fine. Why? Oh, we disconnected. Oops. Fuck. Disconnected magnets. Oops. Wait. The magnets are coming the other way. Oh.
Mineral depleted.
Wait. Why is there iron? I put the wrong thing on the wrong belt. Whoops! Oh, that's so this is what we call a fuck up. This is your wolf has gone and screwed the pooch. So we are going to connect the magnet belt to the other magnet belt because this requires electromagnets, not iron plates. And now we need to draw. We need to bleed. Minor technical disruption. We fucked it. Now we need to. Nope. I want to control key. There we go. So we need to, like, bleeding the air out of a brake line. We're going to bleed the iron ore out of these machines, out of this line. And there we go. Okay, so now I can take okay, so I have all this fucking iron. Put a lot there. And we go there. Put a lot there. And go there. And we put a lot there. There. Put a lot there. And then I can go there. We can put a lot there. Okay. There. All right. We have now successfully cleaned out our inventory. I have one unipolar magnet in here, just as a lucky charm. All right. We are now, having fucked it up, producing turbines again. Okay. So now, see, we're not producing. And we are producing. It's going to run out because it's not producing enough motors. So we're going to do this anyway. I don't give a shit if it's actually wrong. Arf! Okay, so in, and out. Okay, and then power. Big, huge, giant power pole. Bam. Okay, so now this is producing more motors. Now, how are we doing? No, you're right. We need more motors because it's already, see, the turbines have already started running out of motors. So this is the whole point. It is correct. We actually need to produce more motors. So, all right. So we managed to unfuck the belt that I had screwed. Okay. So produce a whole bunch of motors. Whoops. Already had that open. Big giant power pole. Bam! All right. We are now fully. Oh! Earth. Okay, we're motorized. So now we're getting more motors. All right. We're slowly accomplishing these things from being less fuckulated. I swear to hecky. So, okay, that's good. So, why do I have a tier 1 belt? All right, so now we're getting more motors. Now, yes, we're reaching all the way to the last 2 machines. These things are fucking hungry. All right, so what is the limiting factor here? So the limiting factor is that middle belt, which is, what is this? 1 belt of, what is this? Iron. It's not enough. Anemic. We have insufficient iron. That's where we're in. And we have lots and lots and lots of plates. This is fine. It's just 1 belt is not enough because we're stacking them, but it's driving the gearworks. Why is this? Oh, it's product overload. That's okay. All right, so we're driving the gearworks, and then it goes and it runs both sides of the motor works and doesn't make it all the way down, which means I am not going to fucking deal with running that spaghettified thing out of that tower. I'm going to put a new fucking tower to spit roast this thing. So we're going to cut this here, and then we're going to do the threaded chain delete. Yes, that is correct. Turn that off. Okay. And then, just because, tower, and this is going to import iron plates, demand, lots, go, and then we're going to take a belt of plates there. 1 tower for 5 machines. You bet your buttload I'm gonna what the fuck? You bet your tail I'm gonna build a tower for 1 fucking machine. I'm sick of this noise. Earth. Okay, so now we are getting more motors. I'm gonna actually get another one. There we go. All right. These guys are probably coming to give me more assemblers, which is good. That one's like, I'm slow. So you're good. Okay, so we're getting more motors. We have lots of motors. The motors are making their way most of the way to the end, so that these machines that are producing the particle containers are doing pretty good. We're mostly satisfied. So now that we have more particle containers, we have a pretty decent string of particle containers. The particle accelerators, except for the last two, are finding a sufficiency of particle containers and therefore should be producing more strange matter, which is very strange, admittedly. I mean, really, haven't we all been called strange at some point? I mean, it's just it's just matter that likes to do its own thing, you know? I mean, don't we all like to do that sometimes? Okay, so how the fuck is the situation shaping up here for workers? So we have a few. We've got a few. This is local demand remote supply. So are we? There are no fucking warpers on the black hole station. Why are there no fucking warpers? So there's plenty on 42 Leonis. We've got warpers on mining hub of 42 Leonis, mining hub of other 42 Leonis hub. Astra Australis has warpers. Murga has warpers. Intaka has a few warpers. Sock has a few warpers, but there's 1,000. Where are they going? Why are they not going to transport pairing or 6 pairings for? There's no pairings for warpers. Why are there no pairings for warpers? So Messier, iron ore black hole import. That's Lambda Messier. Local station, local planet, but pairing. Oh, I'm an idiot. I want interplanetary, not intraplanetary. Dum. Earth. Okay, so this is normal pairings, 106 pairings. Can I filter to the product? Apparently not. So it's where is it getting? There's a fuck ton of hydrogen. Fire ice. It's getting warpers from the various Lambda Messier towers, but 23 hours? No. It can't be that fucking stupid. Is it running a sublight ship? It should come from Lambda Messier, not the other way around. This can't be real. This can't be real. We can't be trying to resupply at sublight. So we have ships still moving FTL out to, that's 42 Leonis. See, these ships appear to be FTL. I don't understand. Do I have to fucking fly these things manually? Why does SAC have no power? I just want to see this get more warpers. I just want remote demand. It has no fucking warpers. There's nothing fucking going. All these warpers are going somewhere, but where? So it's going 42 Leonis, DJR, so which is Center's Workshop. 7 minutes. So okay, this is paired. It's just we just need a fuck ton more. And so we're not. So fire ice processing. So the warper access big tower. Where the fuck are remote supply? Local demand. This is local demand. Local demand. Where the hell is local supply? Interplanetary logistics. Where the fuck are the warpers actually being made? That is this game C designed for engineers. You know, Jackson, you're not fucking wrong. Am I an engineer? No, I'm a washed up airline pilot. I work in IT because I'm a furry. I'm just, you know, I'm a random schmuck. So I am, however, good at organization, but it's a giant, it's a very, very dweeby game. I enjoy the fuck out of it, but oh my god. So this is where we're actually making the fucking workers, and this is workers local demand. These are all local demands. We're not actually making a lot of workers. Now, we're not producing a fuck ton of strange matter, that's for sure, because we are producing a decent amount of particle containers. Obviously, see, the problem is I could produce more particle containers, but then I need more. See, we're backing up on particle containers. We have fixed the particle container. Hey there, Pop. Hi, Jackson. What are you doing? So we have particle. We need more particle accelerators. So, oh god, I got a lot of stuff in my inventory. Do we have particle accelerators? What do the particle accelerators look like? So the particle accelerator looks like that. So, yes, I have 15 of them. So let's deploy. We need more particle containers. So, well, let's deploy these particle accelerators. So what we're going to do is we're going to interleave it. So I'm going to take my foundation here. We're going to fill this in, because I now have more soil pile than I can stick at. And I'm going to, yes, we're going to do it along here on this side. And here they come to give me more foundation. I will never run out of soil pile again, because we brought so much soil with us from the Black Hole planet. So, manufacturing, particle collider, and so get that as close as possible. All right, so put that up there, and this is producing strange matter. We need to produce more strange matter. Now I'm setting myself up for a disaster here, because we're going to start running out of particle containers. Now the particle containers are not really backing up enough. So before I do that, we need to produce, so we're producing motors and we're producing turbines, but we need to produce a lot more particle containers. So turbines are a factor. So I have motors. Motors, what is requisite in order to make a turbine? Because a turbine is merely we take a motor and we shove another magnet on it and turn it into a turbine. That's totally how it works. So I have plenty of electromagnets. So all I need to do is so I've got these motors coming in, is make more motors, because this isn't enough to power this turbine works. We need to make another string of motors. So I've got the magnets. I need to. All right, so what we're going to do here, here's where this is going to be a little dirty, but we're going to take another string of iron out of this tower, which has plenty, and we're going to take another thing of iron out of this tower.
Mineral depleted.
This is advanced spaghetti. This is just, I mean, we're just at this point, it's just like keep building until it starts to fucking work. That's pretty much so. This is so can I jump that? One tick. Can I go up in one? No. It needs more than one. Oh, that would be a crime. Completely blank. A tower. This is I feel dirty. I've done some questionable things in my life, but this has to be one of the worst. I mean, we all have things we need to atone for, but this is up there. Ah, come on, click. All right, so we're producing motors. I'm actually not going to output to that same belt because we're going to run off another belt. So the longest spaghetti that ever was. This is just, I know you're enjoying this, Haru, but it's actually kind of fun, but it's like, oh my god. It's just the spaghetti that will not die, because it's like we need more fucking capacity for everything. And it's just, we're never going to fucking have enough capacity for everything. I'm going to start running out of raw materials again. I can just totally fucking see it. So this is producing. So now another pile of assembly machines producing more of this stuff. All right, so it is now. Whoops, we forgot the gears. Where the fuck are they? Oh, shit. This is just. There's just no end to. So, is there any gears on the network here? At this point, we're just. So, do we have gear supply? Lambda Messier 3. Yeah! There have lots of gears back at the black hole where I can't fucking get them because there's no fucking workers. Serenity now. Serenity now. Okay, so we have this spaghetti. Oh, God. Okay, so can I get through that gap? Probably not. No, I'm not gonna. I can't get rid of this tower. I can't. I just fucked myself. I need gears. Where are the gears? There's the. Oh God, I can't get that out. That's. Oh my God, this is. Can you Oh, that doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. I need splitter. That, okay. Can I get splitter? Oh, this is just a crime. This is just, oh my God. I feel dirty. Okay. We can get it there. Okay, so now this, can I get that in there? Come on. Belt. Yes. Okay, that's good. All right, so now we can belt there, reestablish. Now we can take this out, up, jump. God, this is dirty. This is just the. It's just, there is no rhyme or reason here. There is only Zool. It's just the expedience. At this point, it's like jury rigging in utter desperation to make it work. Ah. Go. Okay. We're good. All right. Oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to get the output out. I can't believe this. Oh my God. Okay, so where are we going with this? So the magnets, where the fuck are the magnets? The magnets are there. So I need another row of turbines in order. So I've got the motors. So thing of turbines. In order to get the turbines, God, this is just obscene. So up, there, down. Let's take it 2 over so we have a little fucking room to breathe. And so I can't fulfill that many, so we'll just do that much. Aw, Kip. Oh, thank you, love. That's very kind. Thank you for the 250 biddies. I don't have anything special, but I appreciate you, cute little doggo. How are you doing, love? Ever find yourself fighting a circus troupe, make sure to go for the jugular. Although it's easier if you fight the mime because you can use the silencer. Thank you so much, Kip. I will not be at AC. I am so sorry. I'm truly upset about that, but I will not be at Anthrocon. I wish I could see you. I wish I could give you a hug in my suit. I wish I could go to the parade. I bought my suit in large part because I was at the parade last year at Anthrocon, and I really wanted to do that. Now I can't. It's alright. But I mean I could, but I I need a chance to recover. I also started to overload myself so much, so. But it hurts now. It really hurts. Okay, now. Speaking of hurting, this is just dirty. All right, so for turbines, motors and magnets, we have those. So now it is the time of the. Come on, 1, 2. Oh, there it is. Right, idiot. This is. What? Huh? It's the invisible machine. That's okay, that's better. That was kind of freaking me out. That was a little worrying. Now, so I'm going to run this the other way for the output belt. So go down this way, and then which one is it? So it's 2 over. All right, there we go. All right, so the output belt for the turbine works. All right, and I might actually have enough room to put the particle accelerators on this side. Maybe. And then that. And of course, now we reach the edge of power. So anyway, so take this and stretch this out. Yes, we're reaching the edge of power. So this is not. Actually, these things are not. See, these only take 1 space as opposed to 5. Now, all right, so we're going to take a little break here. We're going to get this out of the way. I definitely have to go to the bathroom. So we'll be right back, and we'll try to continue to unfuckulate all of this stuff. We'll be right back. Hi. We're back. You missed me? Well, too bad. I'm here anyway. Alright, so I forgot to pause the game, but that's all right. We could try and accumulate some stuff. So, did I... with sorters? No, I did not because I'm a giant fuck up. That's okay. We'll have to do it manually. Okay, so... and then here, Magnite, and there we go. Okay. Earth. But for everybody who is going to Anthrocon next week, I hope you all have a wonderful time. No. Such is life. Okay. Hopefully the music starts up back again, because otherwise it's a little bit of dead air here. There we go. Alright, so we got the output. So, we are producing, and they're going this way. So, in order to make the particle containers, takes graphene. Well, let's see here. So, the particle containers, the long way, takes copper, graphene, and turbine. So, we've got the turbine. There it goes. So, there's the copper and the graphene, so we can just dump those over. So I'm not going to have enough room, fuck me, with, but that's okay. So we need to, so it's, and these towers are inconveniently placed because wait, we don't have to put them there. Wait, I can take the power towers and we can jam them in the middle. Yes, that's much better. We take them and we put them between the machines. Yes, that is... there we go. That's better. Now we can get rid of these. We can save this line because we're running out of room. There we go. And everything is still operable. Okay, we're good to go. All right. So we need copper. It's running that way. That's okay. Yeah, so I don't want to do... I'm back, had a nap. Oh, welcome back, my great love. I guess it has been a few minutes since I started. Hour and a half. Jeez, it goes so fast trying to fix these things. Am I going to get anything done except trying to fix these fucking warpers? No, of course not. No, there's that's crazy talk. Am I going to fix the power problems? No. We're going to cut this and we put in a splitter and we take that and we come on. Okay, and then this, and we jump, and then we go down, and we, come on. Alright, come on. Alright, so go up, and then there, and then we go down. I am the good boy. Oh, why is that? Okay. Ooh, apple. Thank you. Oh. Okay, so, and then I need the graphene, which is right here. So we can just, this is going that way. Yes, it is. So we can just stretch this. Take that, tick one over here, jump. Go there, down. Okay. We're going to make this work. Alright, so in order to make a particle container the hard way, it takes graphene, copper, and turbines, which is... what game is this? So Fenrir, this game is called Dyson Sphere Program. It's a Factorial knockoff that it's been out for a while. It's not completely unbuggy, but it's the idea is that it's like Dyson Sphere, like Factorial, excuse me, but also has on Steam. Yes, it is on Steam. It has a bigger scale by far than Factorial. Although Factorial now actually goes multiplanetary. There's a whole bunch more stuff there than... okay, so that we can just tee into. Alright, so we're good to go there. So... that, just tee it in. That's not the greatest scheme, but it'll do for now. There we go. So. And then put. Alright, so, and they like, oops. Like any good factory game, the whole point after a certain point, or any point, is a continuous series of logistical fuck-ups. It's like, oh my god, we're out of everything. It's like, why is there's a massive, the entire fucking system has gone down because we ran out of iron plates. I mean, that's happened actually several times recently. So it's always, there's always some fuck up or other. So right now we're running out of interstellar warpers because we didn't have enough iron plates. Jeez Louise. Okay, so now after much travail, we have now managed to produce. So what is this? This is backing up. Everything's backing up. So we've got more particle containers being produced. Quite a bit more particle containers being produced, which is now getting out here and Dyson, like Freeman Dyson, like Freeman Dyson. So it's DYSON. Yes, thank you, Inu. So yeah, it's actually made by a Chinese team. They did a nice job. I think it's sort of under active development. I don't know if it's really abandonware anymore or not, but it still gets the occasional update, but I don't know. So how much soil power do I still have? 4 million. So I used 500,000 to really fill in all this stuff like crazy, but certainly not everything. Earth. Thank you. You're welcome. I do enjoy this game. I do enjoy this game a lot. It's, may I recommend it? Of course, love. I have a long backlog, but I always listen to more recommendations. So, actually, so how many of these do I have? Production, miniature particle gliders. I have 15. Derail Valley. Run it down. What kind of game is it? Train one. Oh, interesting. Yeah, different genre, but hey, I'm on. So these miniature particle colliders. All right, so I'm just gonna. Belts are cheap. So yeah, stretch this out. Come on. Pretty decent amount. Now, I don't want to send these expensive and hard to make products completely into the ether. And then the output, these are wide. So it's there. Okay. Once all that gets all sorted in. That's only a few, but yeah, see the miniature particle colliders are not super miniature. Now that we are here, okay, focus. So now I can use a bigger power tower. There we go. All right, so we're getting enough. What is this? This is deuterium. We're getting enough of everything, so we can stretch out farther. Okay, we're getting better, so we should be able to produce more strange matter. So I'm going to run that all the way out there, which is about the farthest we can really get here. Now, of course, the big thing with these particle colliders is that they just inhale power. Oh my god. They just absolutely just... Primrose! Hi, K9. Welcome. It's a pleasure to see you as always, love. How are you doing? Hope you've been having a good day. Hope you, hope your evening's been going well on your Thursday. Okay. So we're here trying to steadily fix our warper disaster by producing more strange matter. Not gonna get all of them.
Insufficient materials.
Ah! Oh no! K9. K9. How daring. Here I'm naked. I'm naked. Oh my god, look at this. Just the fur. And oh my. Oh my. Having a good night tonight, I see K9. Earth. All right. So how are we doing on power, by the way? Plenty. Lots. No problem. So lots and lots and lots. So we now have fixed the particle container issue. We have vastly, thank you, K9, vastly increased our numbers of producing strange matter. So there's a pretty decent amount of strange matter going across. So is this now finally resulting in, we can only hope, a decent fucking amount of warpers? So there's not a ton. Interstellar logistics, not fucking one. It's driving me up the wall. I need Fortitude Leonis. No power. Has some warpers. That's good. This is why. So what is now the difficulty? So we're getting warper manufacturing here in London Messier. It's not a lot of strange matter. Is the strange matter being used for something else? Green science graviton lens production. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. Can't we break down green science into warpers? Yes. One warper produces 8. One green science is going to produce 8 warpers. How much green science do I have lying around? So if we're making more strange matter, and it's some of it's a decent amount is going to supply of green science. Where the heck is all the green science? There isn't any. That's because there's no quantum chips. Fuck. Where so all the strange matter is going here. It should really be going to the other place too. So strange matter is demand. We're getting a few. So we've got some hydrogen. We've got. All right. So how is this going? So that's over there on the other side of the planet. So we're producing more strange matter. Jesus Christ. It feels like bailing the ocean, I swear. Okay, so all these veins are dead. This planet is just okay, it's over there.
Flight mode.
I could very easily make a better setup back at Black Hole Mart, but I have alright, so we are steadily we are producing warpers. We don't have a ton. This is the only setup in the entire fucking system that's producing the strange matter is here. So, all right. So we're eventually okay. Here's the deal. So this, I'm gonna flip this to supply, and then this strange matter works. So that's the demand. This should come with all the fucking strange matter right now, and this is so. I am fucking sick to the back teeth of this crap. So we're shutting down science right now. We're shutting down green science, and we've got more strange matter coming that will 5 it's coming, it's going out. It's now we have lots of strange matter, and it's now producing more graviton lenses. This is the most efficient way, no, but you know, at this point, I'm have you been prim? I'm good. A little busy, but you know, that's me. But we're doing good. Okay, so now we're slowly starting to accumulate a decent amount of strange matter. There's more on the way. So strange matter from there. Strange matter works is slowly 37. It's slowly producing, but we have enough of a backlog. I can start producing some more graviton lenses. Okay, so I swear to hecky, it's gonna. I just want this to work for a little while. I just want to get the hell out of here. I wanted to start making critical photons and shipping them, but I can't because we have no fucking warpers. Ah, and the harness is back. Earth, I'm no longer naked. Excellent. Although everybody likes Naked Wolf, right? Earth. I mean, I kind of like Naked Wolf too. I'm a good boy. All right, and that should cover all of them. Bam. Okay, so now we are producing more graviton lenses, which is going to produce. So the warpers only require graviton lenses. That's it. So it takes a long time to make them. So we just run this belt out more. Run this belt in. This is just getting frustrating. I swear, Earth. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, I like that. I'm glad you like Naked Wolf. Earth. That's a good boy. Warpers only require a dangerous set of words there, Prim. You know, you're not wrong, Haru. Holy fuck. Okay, so now we have more warpers being produced. We have more strange matter. We have more graviton lenses being produced. The strange matter eventually is going to probably start running out, because so strange matter works is not fast because those fucking particle accelerators. So green science has now been exhausted, but we now have 519 steadily going down. We're utilizing, so they are going away. But I'm hoping this is enough to sort of jumpstart interstellar logistics so we can... Alright, there's a few on the way. Finally, because it's starting to... So the export supply... This is starting to get dire. Because I need warpers to be at the black hole station, so fucking everything will work. So we're starting to get a decent amount of warpers. Warpers is a dangerous word in any combination party. You know you're not wrong. This is ridiculous. So we're slowly starting to produce more of these things. Because what I want to do is I want to go back to the black hole station, and I just want to fucking produce them there, because the setup for everything here is a disaster. Now, another thing that I wanted to do, why this is kind of hopefully fixing itself, I want to produce photons, because we have a shitload of power. Oh, why this is also going, here's a good question. So if I look at control panels and I go to interplanetary logistics and I go to rockets, we have a lot of rockets. Black hole. The only hole that's no goal. Or it's me. I'm the black hole. That's me. I'm the black hole. So we have a decent amount of rockets. So if I take the Dyson sphere and the Dyson shell and shell blueprint all layer, copy paste and all the add layers. I don't want to add a layer, but now layer one. Okay, planet. Yes, you have two more. So pause the game. So game is not running because I don't. I want it to run because I want to produce more warpers. So what we need to do is structure point, cell point. That's fine. Painting. What's that? No idea what that is. So we need select all nodes in this layer. I want to no. I've forgotten. Thank you, Q9. Earth. Layer 1, so sphere blueprint. I need to just produce... it's back. Okay, there we go. Make building plan, Dyson sphere nodes. So, yes. Okay, there we go. Yes. Okay, so now... All right. Now we're doing this on the rotate because I want to produce more warpers. Why this is going. Now, hopefully, commanding this. Yes, look at all those